Hello and welcome to the Saitama Stadium. And our live game is Barcelona against Atletico Madrid. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Two starting lineups. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I would think Diego Godin is key defensively. His brilliant reading of danger is his real strength, and his timing of the tackle isn't far behind. And another centre-back who'll pop up on a set piece and grab a goal for you.
Yeah, the scourge of so many strikers. Mascherano. Jordi Alba. Mascherano. Daniel Alves. Sergio Busquets. Jordi Alba. Tries a long pass towards the front. Mascherano. Piqué. Rakitic. Daniel Alves. Jordi Alba. And it's Neymar. Barcelona with the majority of possession so far. It is still early. Fernando Torres displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Thiago. Griezmann. Felipe. Daniel Alves comes sliding in. Daniel Alves demonstrating fabulous. Luis Suarez with the foul. Now it's Griezmann. Spoon forward. He'll try from distance. Good strike, quite an alarm. Iniesta. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Iniesta. Now it's Luis Suarez. Fernando Torres. Passes it through. Gabi tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that. Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, with this guy and the talent he's got, you know he's probably going to try his luck from there, but that one he didn't really get right at all.
Jimenez. And back to base. And it's Thiago. Sergio Busquets did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Looks like a good ball through. Cut out in the nick of time. It's bounced back off the post. It's missed, but not by that far.
It just looked in all the way, didn't it? I think he's a victim here of so near and yet so far.
Godin. Luis Suarez looks to dink one in. Jimenez tries the route one option. And the half-time whistle goes. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Koke goes long and forward. Messi. Aimed long and direct. Well positioned to make that interception. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Koke. That's surely a foul, free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Looks to slip it through. Up to meet it! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Barcelona take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Out wide to the right. Jordi Alba. PK. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
PK. Barcelona haven't yet dipped into their subs. And it's Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres with the ball through. Tries to dink it in. It's a loose ball. PK can hoist it clear. Can he finish? That really should have hit the net.
That's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Thiago. Out to the left it goes. Tries a through ball. Jordi Alba. Griezmann gets it back. Piqué. Barcelona have a free kick. Piqué. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Jordi Alba, who does have an assist to his name. Out towards the flank. Now the pass. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Dinks one in. Towering header! He's got away with one there. That's one way to make your presence felt.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Thiago. Vieto. Passes it through. Koke. Spoon forward. Messi. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0.
Yeah, and I think after that solitary second-half goal, they did what all good teams do and protected their lead.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The elusive quality of Marco Reus. Because of his inward running, fullbacks don't want to follow him all the way, and centre-backs don't want to step out to try and confront him. So he gets himself into great finishing positions, and he's now become a top finisher.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Now the pass. And he's made certain that won't get through. Ramsey crosses one in. And the finish! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Tries a through ball. No, that's not going to find its target. Here comes another cross. He was well picked out, just needed a better finish.
Well, by crossing the ball so quickly, I think this defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think deserved a better outcome than what we saw, but worth exploring more.
Looks to slip it through. Now it's Giroud. Pumps it upfield. Coquelin. Koscielny. Monreal. Coquelin. It is deadlocked. And it's Reus. Castro passes it through. Hector Bellerin cuts it out. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Aimed forward. Mesut Ozil with the ball through. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. It's Ozil! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and you have to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power.
Mertesacker picks it up from the goal kick. Mesut Ozil. He'll try from distance. Mats Hummels looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Monreal gets it back. Thrust towards the front line. Looks to thread it through. Oh, good interception. No question, that's a foul. Aimed long and direct. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And that'll be the last act of the first half. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. start of another 45 minutes.
Arsenal can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Castro tries to stroke it through. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Coquelin. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Coquelin. Hector Bellerin. Castro with a good steal, well played. Tries to dink it in. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Looks like a good ball through. Oxlade-Chamberlain pumps it forwards. Passes it through. And he's whipped it in low. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Alexis Sanchez needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Koscielny gets it back. Monreal. Alexis Sanchez plays a clever pass. And the defence can get it clear. There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Who's going to make this theirs?
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
It's well blocked, and back out it comes. Now the pass. Good save, really well read. And he's there to make a great save.
Much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
Header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Coquelin. Out for a throw. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Lucas Piszczek floats one over. Alexis Sanchez has got himself a free kick. Mats Hummels gets it away. Spoon forward. Now it's Royce. Looks to slip it through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Referee's had to think about this for a moment, and it's a straight red. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
In with a header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's such a pity. It looked like that was a goal all the way, just a couple of inches too high.
Kagawa battles to win it back. Mats Hummels. Gets it upfield. Koscielny does well there, alert. Now it's Giroud. Oxlade-Chamberlain with the ball through. Up he gets! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Yeah, they had lots of options in the box there. They've got plenty to chew on at the moment, but no bite.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
It'll be a throw-in. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body...
Nouri Sahin with the foul. Referee's going for his pocket and shows him a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, that's neat. And that's it. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?